All right, Jeffrey. Let's recap on lobstering and the Keys. Go back to the Keys. Can you get yourself in that spot, that brain spot?
I'm oriented. Was it July 14th and 15th?
Yeah. This past year, there were 2 days that DeSantis added a couple extra days, or maybe it wasn't DeSantis, but somebody in the government. Fish and Wildlife decided to give a couple extra days to scoop to lobster. Recreational lobstering. And we just happened to be planning to be in Key West that exact same week. And you had the brand new boat. You had the Sportsman. So that was our first time taking it to the Keys. Hopefully not the last.
Better not be.
Better not be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we went out that morning.
It won't be the last.
No. Not if I've got anything to say about it anyway. We were going anyway. We weren't planning on doing the lobster thing because it wasn't Sportsman weekend. But we lucked out and there were 2 days to lobster. Mm-hmm. And we had the boat and we had the people and my dad was there and he has done it a lot. So he had some experience and my Calvin was there. He'd gone a lot with his dad. So he's had some experience and you had the boat. So we set out anyway. We were going to figure this out. I'd done it before too. So we went out that morning and we looked all over the place and it became really clear that we did not, between you and me, Calvin and Cole, have enough expertise to find the lobsters on our own. Nothing. Sandy bottoms. We found some seaweed. We accidentally snorkeled for a while near this like prohibited zone, which I'm pretty sure there were some lobsters there, but the sign from the U.S. government was clear we weren't supposed to be there. So we got out of there. That was what?
They had the structure for lobster there. The bottom, had the structure for it.
Yeah. So they were probably there. We didn't know yet what we were looking for, I think.
Now thinking back on it, I think the spots that we were doing would have been good night spots. But during the day, they're like up under ledges and up, in the structure. At least that's what we found.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So we almost gave up. We went back to Sigsbee. We were at the marina at the Sigsbee base. We went back there and we were passing and just as we're coming back in, another small boat is coming in and they got a whole bucket full of those suckers.
A limit lobster.
A couple limits. What time do you think that was? Like 10?
Yeah.
Earlier than that? It was pretty early, yeah. So they were nice enough to tell us where they found all those lobsters. Mm-hmm. There was an area on the Gulf side of Key West, and what we found was it was like a shelf or like is that the right word? Like a shelf, like a ledge. Yeah. And it was rocky, and they were.
It was probably
all in there,
7-8 feet deep.
Yeah. Right, but it was cool because it was shallow enough that we could snorkel down.
Right.
We didn't need a bunch of scuba diving gear. We could just dive down and try to grab them, which was not so easy. What did you think about that? Did you get any?
I need to get prescription goggles because I couldn't see them. I had to be right. They had to be in my face for me to be able to see them. And whenever I would get close enough and just see them, they were gone.
Right.
But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we got to get you some prescription glasses because that's really cool to see the lobsters and be able to grab them. So they were creepy. They would be poking their little eyeballs and their antennas out from underneath the shelf. They kind of blended in with the grass and the rocks and stuff. So, but once you saw them, then it was you saw them all over the place.
Yeah.
So that was pretty incredible. And then you guys, but we didn't really find a whole lot. We kept finding them, but we couldn't catch
Shorts.
them. Yeah.
I think the first couple were short.
Yeah, hey, Dad. I got my lemon. I got this. Special sports for today. Florida resident. It's lobster. I haven't had lobster in probably 40 years. Really? 40 years? Yeah.
For me, it was a very special time because my son and my dad were there, and my son, dad was really good at the lobstering, and he can hold his breath and swim for, he's in good shape, or good swimmer, right? So he was good at catching those lobsters. So that was nice to have somebody to kind of show us what to do. And it was really cool to see him and Calvin.
Sometimes I would get because I was in the boat just, watching.
Yeah.
And, they would all get on the boat and then we moved down a little bit. But sometimes they would go underwater. I'd be like, holy crap. I've been underwater for minutes now.
It seemed like it, right? But they would, and the gear we just got the gear at the marina. It was just a net that you hold in your hand.
What do they call it? Tickle stick?
A tickle stick and a net and some gloves. And you just grabbed them, tickled them out of the hole and tried to get them into the net. But then once they got into the net, you had to still grab onto them.
Yeah, they'd kick out.
Because otherwise they would leave. And they would bring them back to the surface. He knew how to clean the lobsters. So at the end of the day, we got a lobster cleaning lesson. Tutorial. That was pretty nice. We had to.
You're mean. Well, I'm going to take the lobster and I'm going to go throw his head in the water. Not in the water. Because we can't throw the head in the water. Not
Why did you do that?
Because I have to take the antenna. I just told you.
Okay. Just twist. Oh, don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. You can't throw it away. Just put it off to the side. Ooh, what is that coming out of it?
Blood.
String of them.
Wow. Okay. So you see, that's the meat, and that's the pooper. And we don't want the pooper, because it tastes bad. There's the pooper.
That's it? That's all you have to do? Oh, you gotta shake out the poop.
Well, no, you gotta also... Where's my body?
Oh, and you got the antenna. Remember, he broke off the antenna for some reason earlier. He was foreshadowing. Oh, laundry family secret. Nice. That's what I call a Floridian to it. So I can actually see where you're holding it.
Hand on the bottom, you gotta be careful. These are real spiky. So you want to get it with the palm. Make sure there's no hand meat in the way, because if you get one of your fingers, it'll stab you right through. The other hand on top of the carapace. You want to miss these horns because those will go through your gloves too. You don't want to get your horns stuck in the antenna because they'll scrape you pretty bad too. Okay. One hand on top, one hand on bottom, and just twist.
I saw that gush. Just twist. Okay.
This one's very good at sticking out.
Oh, and that's, show me get a close up of that hole in that gross. So that's where you're sticking that. Yeah.
So we'd have to, but lobstering goes on, from my understanding, it goes on through, once it starts, I think there's a mini season, and then there's just a kind of open recreational season for, a pretty long time.
All right. Until next time.
I got the giggles now.